Jamie was walking home from school on a sunny afternoon. The streets were quiet with only a few cars passing by. As he turned the corner near his house, he heard a soft whimper. Curiously, he looked around and saw a small, fluffy puppy sitting by the sidewalk. Its fur was dirty, and it looked a bit scared and lonely. Jamie stopped and knelt down to get a closer look. The puppy wagged its tail slowly, as if it was hoping for a friend. Jamie smiled and reached out his hand. The puppy sniffed his fingers and licked them. Jamie giggled and felt a warm feeling in his heart. He knew he had to help this little creature. He gently picked up the puppy, feeling its tiny body tremble in his arms. Jamie looked around, wondering where the puppy came from. There was no one else in sight. He stood there for a moment, thinking about what he should do next. He decided it was best to take the puppy home and figure out how to help it find its owner. As Jamie carried the puppy home, he felt a mix of emotions. He was excited to have found a new friend, but also worried about the puppy's situation. He wondered if someone was missing the puppy and how long it had been alone. Poor little thing, Jamie thought. I need to help you find your home. The puppy nestled comfortably in Jamie's arms, its eyes closing as if it finally felt safe. Jamie felt a sense of responsibility. He knew he had to do everything he could to help the puppy. His mind raced with ideas on how to find the puppy's owner. He imagined how happy the owner would be to see their lost pet again. Jamie walked faster, eager to get home and start his mission. He felt like a hero on a quest, determined to solve the mystery of the lost puppy. His heart was full of hope and determination. "Don't worry, little guy," he whispered to the puppy. "We'll find your home soon." When Jamie reached his house, he took a deep breath. He knew he had a lot of work to do, but he was ready for the challenge. He gently placed the puppy on the grass and watched it explore his yard. The puppy seemed happy and curious, and Jamie felt a sense of joy watching it play. Jamie decided to start his search by asking his neighbors if they recognized the puppy. He knocked on the door of Mrs. Thompson, who lived next door. "Hello, Jamie," she greeted him warmly. "What brings you here?" Jamie explained about the puppy and asked if she knew where it belonged. Mrs. Thompson shook her head. "I'm sorry, Jamie. I haven't seen it before." Undeterred, Jamie went to the next house. Mr. Lee, an old man with a kind smile, answered the door. Jamie repeated his question, hoping for a clue. Mr. Lee scratched his head. "I wish I could help, but I haven't seen this puppy around either." "Good luck finding the owner, Jamie." Jamie continued to visit several more houses, asking each neighbor the same question. Each time, he received the same answer. No one had seen the puppy before. Although he was starting to feel discouraged, Jamie didn't give up. He knew there were other ways to find the puppy's owner. As he returned home, Jamie thought about his next steps. He realized he needed to take care of the puppy while he continued his search. He felt more determined than ever to reunite the puppy with its family. Back at home, Jamie knew the puppy needed some care. He found a small bowl and filled it with water. The puppy lapped up the water eagerly, making Jamie smile. "You must be thirsty," he said softly. He then rummaged through the kitchen to find something the puppy could eat. Jamie found some leftover chicken and carefully shredded it into small pieces. He placed the food in another bowl and set it down for the puppy. It sniffed the chicken before devouring it with enthusiasm. Watching the puppy eat made Jamie feel happy. He knew he was doing the right thing. While the puppy ate, Jamie thought about how important it was to care for animals. He remembered his teacher saying that pets depend on us for love and care. Jamie felt proud to be helping the puppy. He wanted to make sure it felt safe and loved while it was with him. After the puppy finished eating, Jamie played with it in the yard. They ran around, and Jamie laughed as the puppy chased its tail. It was a moment of pure joy for both of them. Jamie realized that even though he was on a mission, he could enjoy the journey and make a new friend along the way. Jamie knew that to find the puppy's owner, he needed to spread the word. He decided to make a lost dog poster. He found some paper and colorful markers in his room. Sitting at his desk, he began to draw a picture of the puppy. He wanted the poster to be eye-catching and clear. Jamie wrote in big letters, "Found puppy." He included a description of the puppy and where it was found. He also added his phone number so the owner could contact him. This will help, Jamie thought, as he admired his work. The poster was bright and easy to read. Once the poster was ready, Jamie asked his mum for permission to put them up around the neighborhood. She agreed and even helped him make copies. Together, they walked to different places, taping the posters on trees, lampposts, and community boards. Jamie felt hopeful that someone would recognize the puppy. As they returned home, Jamie felt a sense of accomplishment. He had done everything he could think of to help find the owner. Now, all he could do was wait and hope for the best. He kept the puppy close, ready for the moment when the phone would ring. The next day, Jamie was sitting in his room when the phone rang. His heart skipped a beat. He rushed to answer it, hoping it was the call he had been waiting for. "Hello, is this Jamie?" a voice asked. "Yes, it is," Jamie replied eagerly. The voice continued, "I think you found my puppy. I've seen your posters." Jamie felt a wave of relief and excitement. The voice belonged to a woman named Mrs. Garcia. She described the puppy perfectly, and Jamie knew she was telling the truth. He quickly arranged for her to come over and see the puppy. His heart was pounding with anticipation. When Mrs. Garcia arrived, Jamie led her to the backyard where the puppy was playing. As soon as the puppy saw her, it bounded over with excitement, wagging its tail furiously. Mrs. Garcia knelt down, tears of joy in her eyes, and hugged the puppy tightly. "Thank you, Jamie," she said, her voice filled with gratitude. Jamie watched the reunion with a big smile. He felt happy and proud. He had achieved what he set out to do. The puppy was going home, and Mrs. Garcia was grateful for his help. Jamie realized that all his efforts had been worth it, and he felt a warm glow inside. As Mrs. Garcia prepared to leave with the puppy, she turned to Jamie and said, "I can't thank you enough for what you've done. You are a hero." Jamie blushed, feeling proud and a little shy. "I'm just glad I could help," he replied honestly. Mrs. Garcia promised to keep in touch and let him visit the puppy anytime. Jamie waved goodbye as they drove away, the puppy's head poking out of the car window. He felt a deep sense of fulfillment. Helping the puppy had been an adventure full of challenges, but it had taught him the importance of kindness and determination. Back inside, Jamie's mom hugged him tightly. "I'm so proud of you," she said, her eyes shining with pride. Jamie knew he had made a difference, and it felt wonderful. He realized that sometimes the smallest acts of kindness could bring the greatest joy. That evening, Jamie sat by his window, looking out at the stars. He thought about the adventure he had been on and smiled. He knew that he would always remember this day. It had been an epic tale of adventure and mystery, and Jamie was glad to have been a part of it.